Thank you for staying with us. It's a laid-back outdoor music festival which takes place every month at the Voortrekker Monument in Pretoria and boasts, among others, things like one of the most priceless atmospheres and a lineup to match. Now I'm talking about the Park Acoustics, which takes place tomorrow for the month of February, and we'll have the likes of Francois van Coke, DJ Okapi and the Rambling Bones entertaining the crowd. And when the music stops, 3 comedians will perform on the Sunset Comedy Stage. Now, in addition to food stalls, a braai corner and shuttle services, the event is also favoured for its 360-degree view of Pretoria. Can you imagine? Joining me to talk more about it is co-owner and organiser Henk van der Schyf. Henk, thank you very much for joining me. Take me back 8 years ago when this was an idea and you thought, what was the aim then? Was it just to create an event?
About 8 years ago, we were still, I was still very young. I met a friend who's my business partner now. We just moved back from Cape Town to Pretoria. And at that time, we just felt, Pretoria doesn't have a lot in terms of entertainment, especially on Sundays, So we saw a gap in the market. We are, of course, music lovers and everything. And we got the idea. I guess in a way, it's the idea came from Kirstenbosch, but we sort of put our own twist onto it. And at the end, it grew into much more than just 2 artists performing on the afternoon. It's a whole day out of entertainment. There's food stalls, there's a small market. You're welcome to bring your own food and drinks, just no glass allowed, but there's also a fully stocked bar. And
And how has that audience has grown over the 8 years? Because I can only imagine if you're talking about Sunday, it's also a big family day, isn't it?
Yeah, I think especially under the white market, it's very family driven. But so we definitely had humble beginnings, starting at 150, 200 people. There were some specific acts that we over the years always wanted to book, and also sort of cross genres. I remember one of our first acts was a gang of instrumentals, and the attendance didn't justify booking them, or we made a big loss. But to me, I just knew that we're pushing the sound that we want to push, and we sort of through the difficult years stuck through, and then it's one of those things they say all businesses take 3 years to to find its rhythm, and that's literally how it was with us. So yeah.
And I can only imagine, as you're talking about that rhythm, your event has become synonymous with good food, a great experience, but also a safe experience.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I must say it's having it at the Voortrekker Monument. It's a nature reserve where all the cars are parked safely. As far as I know, we haven't had an incident of any car theft or anything like that. The concert itself is actually in Fort Skanskorp, which is on top of the hill, and so we've got 3 buses busing people up and down the whole day. And like you mentioned, it's just a stunning view of Pretoria. You can literally see Northcliffe Corner on a beautiful day.
Oh, wow.
You've got Sunnysides, Pretoria CBD, the east of Pretoria, Union Buildings, everything that you can see. So it's just a stunning place.
And as South Africans, we really, over the last couple of years, have really loved the outdoor experience. I mean, there was a little bit of a lull, but people seem to be getting out there again and enjoying live music.
I think definitely so. Also, must say that in terms of the economic state of the country, you often see that when times are difficult, like restaurant and bars would maybe take a dip, where people rather spend their money on experience, because instead of being able to buy 3 drafts at a bar, you buy a whole day of entertainment, and like I say, we've got that element where you can also bring your own alcohol with, or your own drinks, or your own food, so it's one of those things, it's accessible to everyone, and you can even bring your family, and kids under 6 are for free, and if you plan properly, it's not an expensive day out, one
of the things that you talked about that I really like is the fact about experience and creating an experience that everybody can enjoy. So not only do you have this vista in front of you, this 360 vista, but you create an experience. For somebody who's never been there, what are they going to experience?
Okay, so basically our gates open at 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock is the first act up. We sort of build it normally, like a up-and-coming act, billing it more, the bigger senior bands play a bit later. So normally at 3:30 the headliner, like tomorrow is Francois van Coke performing.
Sure, that's a big performance.
Yeah, and then afterwards we always have a DJ, you know, and we always get a different DJ. For tomorrow, I met this or saw this DJ in Cape Town over December. His name is DJ Okapi, and he's actually from Joburg. And I mean, he plays 1970s, 80s African disco, you know, so he's there on vinyl, you know. So for us, it's important, you know, to push like it's a whole day of entertainment, not just 1 or 2 acts.
Ticket prices quickly?
It's 120 Rand online and 150 Rand at the gate.
Awesome. Okay, that's Henk van der Schyf. He's co-owner and organizer of the monthly outdoor event called Park Acoustics. It happens at the Voortrekker Monument in Pretoria. This month's gig takes place tomorrow. Amongst the performers is a heavyweight, Francois van Coke. You've got boxer and straight jackal. There's also some comedy on stage. Kenny Bodi Malautsi will be there, Mo Matembo, and Nicholas Goliath. These are also big names in comedy. Go and check it out. Great way to spend your Sunday. Let's take an ad break again.